Welcome to this study from a Heart of Wisdom. Our study series are designed to equip you with Bible-based tools and strategies to excel in every aspect of life.
Hello, and welcome to day 3 of our series, Navigating the Unknown. Now, Matthew 2, verse 3 says, King Herod was deeply disturbed when he heard this, as was everyone in Jerusalem. Now, the wise men who had come into Jerusalem were going around asking different people about the king of the Jews. And naturally, this came to the ears of Herod, who was king at the time. And understandably, he was very disturbed when he heard this. Why? Because this was clearly a clear threat to his leadership position. As a nation, you cannot have two kings. So if someone else is coming in to be crowned king of the Jews, what was going to happen to him? So it's very clear, and we can understand why Herod was disturbed. But the verse here says, King Herod was deeply disturbed when he heard this, as was everyone in Jerusalem. So the question is this: why was everyone in Jerusalem disturbed? Now let's explore two possible perspectives. In Proverbs 29 verse 2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when a wicked man rules, the people groan. Now, the first perspective is that emotions and mindsets are transferable, and we must be mindful of the fact that we influence the atmosphere wherever we find ourselves, either positively or negatively. It is said that some people light up a room when they come in, and some people light up a room when they leave. So whatever it is you carry around you influences your environment. When you're not happy about something, you can transfer your unhappiness to others. And the opposite is also true. When you're happy about something, you can also transfer that joy to those around you. So this could be in your office, this could be in your home, this could be in any environment you find yourself. And so Herod was clearly troubled. And as a leader, it's clear that he made sure everyone else in Jerusalem was just as troubled as he was. Now, Isaiah chapter 6 verse 9 says, and he said, go and tell this people, keep on hearing but do not understand, keep on seeing but do not perceive. Ephesians 1:17 says, I keep asking that the God of our Lord Jesus Christ, the glorious Father, may give you the spirit of wisdom and revelation so that you may know him better. Now these verses lead us to the second exploration that we're looking at, which is those in Jerusalem who were actually the Jews, ideally should have been rejoicing knowing that the Messiah, that is the long-awaited Messiah, had actually been born. Now remember, this was someone about whom there had been several prophecies for hundreds of years concerning his birth. Now it's interesting that rather than rejoice because of the promise, it says that they were deeply disturbed because of Herod's insecurities. Now the people who had a promise were letting someone who was not part of the promise trouble them deeply. So this tells us that it's one thing to be aware of a promise and another thing entirely to have a personal revelation and conviction concerning that promise. This Messiah that was expected was probably, after a while, it had probably just become a fable. Oh, the Messiah is coming, the Messiah is coming. What does it mean? Are we actually looking for that Messiah? Is he actually going to come? And so it wasn't until they came across people who were the wise men who had a personal conviction and a revelation that something was actually going on, which made them leave their countries. Now think about it. The people in Jerusalem who were going to be impacted by the birth of the Messiah were not bothered or looking for him. It took people coming from the east, a far country, to actually bring to their understanding, to their knowledge that this Messiah you've been waiting for has actually been born. So what that tells us that it's the revelation we have concerning something and that forms our expectations. And our expectations will not drive our attitude and our actions regarding whatever it is we're facing. So the reflection for today is this: when we don't have a personal revelation concerning God's promises, it's very easy for us to be swept up in whatever is troubling everybody else and lose out on what God has in store for us. Let's reflect on that and ponder on that throughout the day. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.
For more messages like this, please go to www.aheartofwisdom.com to download the free ebook version of this audio, or Follow our daily devotionals on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, all on the handle A Heart of Wisdom.